In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Moto G Stylus 2025 edition. Stay tuned. Alright everyone, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Hopefully everyone is safe out there. We have the Moto G Stylus 2025 edition, and we have some pretty big upgrades from the previous Moto G Stylus 2024 edition. This is looking like one of the best budget or mid-range phones of the year so far. We're going to go over some of the specifications. I just want to go ahead and note that this is pretty much on the same level as the Galaxy S25 Ultra in terms of the stylus capabilities. Now, if you guys don't know already, the S Pen does not have Bluetooth in it anymore due to only 1% of the users that had the S Pen only using those Bluetooth capabilities. So hardly anybody was using those. So we have a device, a stylus wielding device that is pretty much on the same level as the S25 Ultra in terms of that stylus right there. Now we have some solid specifications inside of here. We have 8 GB of RAM. We have a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 inside of this device, 5,000 milliamp battery, 68 watt fast charging inside of here. And we also have 15 watt wireless charging on this device as well. Beautiful to see. We have an AMOLED display with a 120 Hz refresh rate, HDR, and we have a peak nit brightness of 3,000 nits. Insane stuff right here. Now, as far as our software goes on this device, we have Android 15 out of the box and up to 2 major operating system updates. The other really cool things about this device is we have a dedicated micro SD card slot, so if you guys would like to expand your storage, you can do so. And we have a base storage of 256 gigabytes of internal storage on this device. Amazing stuff to see, as well as that headphone jack. So Motorola has come with the heat this year. A lot of stuff we're not seeing in 2025, so beautiful to see that. This device does retail for about $399. If you guys do want to go ahead and check it out, I'll have a YouTube shopping link right here. So I know a lot of you have been excited about this. I've been getting people messaging me left and right about this device, so excited to go ahead and unbox this. We have the phone right there. We're going to go ahead and put down for a second, and it looks like all our goodies are inside of here. So of course, first and foremost in the box, we have your SIM card ejector. Next up, we have our USB Type-C to Type-C data cable. And lastly, our safety and warranty, as well as our quick start guide right here. So there is no charger inside of the box. All right guys, so let's go ahead and take this phone out of its packaging. And of course, Motorola, just like they've been doing on all of their other devices in 2024 and 2025, have this beautiful leather back. I'm not sure if it's leather or pleather this year. If you guys want to go and educate me, leave it in the comments down below. But it is a nice looking and feeling back. Very, very stylish at this price point right here. Another couple things I just want to state real quick is this does have Gorilla Glass 3. And we also have an IP68 water and dust resistance on this as well. So another pretty cool thing right here. Now obviously we have our camera setup on the top left side right here. This is going to be a dual camera setup. I know this doesn't look like 2 cameras, this looks like 4, but I guess this is part of the camera system. They call it a dual camera system. Our main camera is going to be a 50 megapixel wide angle camera, and our secondary is going to be a 13 megapixel ultra wide camera. We also have LED flash, we have HDR on this, we have panorama, and we can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second, or 1080p up to 60 or 120 frames per second. Beautiful to see that. We have a very, very plain Jane look on this device. I do like this color. I kind of wanted the more blue one. If you guys know about that one, I thought that one looked really cool, but they didn't have it. But very plain Jane, just the Motorola emblem in the middle right there. Going to the right side of the device, we have our power key right here. Just above that, we have our volume up and down rocker. Just above that, a noise canceling mic. Top of the phone, another noise canceling mic. Left side of the phone, of course, we have our SIM tray right here, which we can go ahead and expand our storage, or of course put your SIM card inside of here. Now this does offer nano SIM and eSIM as well, so you guys can go ahead and set up an eSIM on here if you guys are used to doing that. And of course, most of the stuff is happening at the bottom of this phone. We have a headphone jack in 2025 on a mid-range phone. Beautiful to see that. To the right of that, we have our noise canceling mic. In the middle right there, we have our USB Type-C port. We have our speaker, and we do have a stylus inside this device. And just like I said before, this is a stylus wielding device that is going to pretty much going to be on the same level of capabilities that the Galaxy S25 Ultra has. I can't believe I'm saying that, but the Galaxy S25 Ultra, like I said before, has relinquished its Bluetooth capability, so they don't have them. So you're pretty much on the same playing field as the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Crazy stuff. We're going to go ahead and boot this up real quick, and I'll be back in a second. Alright guys, so before getting inside of this phone, we do have a fingerprint sensor right here. If we go ahead and hold right there, it's decently accurate. We can go ahead and use it while the screen is off as well. So decently accurate fingerprint sensor right here. Not the quickest in the world, but accurate. As far as the bezels on this device, they are actually very, very minimal. So the bezels on here are actually very nice for that price tag. Very, very slim bezels on here. We do have that front-facing camera. As you guys can see, that selfie camera is rated at 32 megapixels, and we are capable of using wide angle mode with that as well. We can also shoot up to 4K at 30 frames per second or 1080 at 60 frames per second. So we'll go ahead and test out the photos and videos capability later on with that. As far as the speakers on here, we do have a stereo speaker setup. And this is going to be powered by those Dolby Atmos speakers on here. So we're going to go and check those out in a second. But so far, this is looking good so far. The display, the AMOLED display looks really good, so the colors are very vibrant. This display doesn't look any worse than like the Galaxy A56 or something like that, or even like the S24 FE. Very, very nice looking display right here. I really do like what I'm seeing so far. Of course, we have the Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, so we're going to go ahead and test out gaming in another video, so make sure you're subscribed to go ahead and check that out later on. But so far, pretty fluid through the UI right here. Of course, this is running Android 15, so we have the latest software on this device as well. We have our cast mode right here, native screen recorder. We have NFC inside this device. We have a native GIF maker. We have Moto Unplugged inside of this. We have our hotspot on here. We have Smart Connect as well. Let's go ahead and turn auto rotate on this device. And of course, we have all of the Motorola features that we know and love, like Chop for flashlight, and of course, go ahead and twist to open up that camera right there. So out of the box with the specifications, everything looks really decent so far. I do want to go ahead and test out the camera, just a little demo of it, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the speakers, take a look at the video, and I'll give you guys my opinions. Also, let's go ahead and check out this stylus really quick. I saw that there were some new features in here. So of course we have Moto Note, we have Screenshot, we have Freeform Crop, Sketch to Image right here. So I guess this is an artificial intelligence feature they're trying to copy Samsung with. So in our tips and tricks stylus video, we'll go ahead and show you some more on that. We have our handwriting calculator as well. So we have some pretty good features on here. We'll go ahead and do a full video on the stylus suite. But so far, pretty accurate stylus right here. Nice feeling stylus, very smooth. I like how you can tuck it away at the bottom of the phone. It's not like stuck to the side or something like that, like one of those Z Folds. And it clicks into the bottom as well. So I just think that type of placement has always been the best for stylus devices. All right guys, so getting into the camera right here, as you guys can see, we have photo, we have our video mode right here, and we can go up to, what did it say, 4K at 30 frames per second? Yeah, so we have 4K at 30. When I click the 60 right there, it goes to full HD 60. So I guess no 120. I don't know why it said 120 in the specifications. We have slow motion right here, of course. We have our portrait mode, our pro mode, if you guys want to go ahead and change the white balance and the ISO and all that type of stuff. If you go into more, we have our scan. We have night vision, panorama, ultra res, photo booth, tilt shift, time lapse, dual capture video. So we have some cool stuff on here. But let's just go ahead and take a really quick snapshot and see how that looks. So shutter speed was pretty quick. Processing was pretty quick. And the photo looks decently clear. From what I've seen so far in the specifications, it seems like there is a bit of a spec bump on the new Moto G Stylus 2025 from the 24. So I'm excited to see how the video looks on here, and then of course compare the 24 and 25. But so far, looks solid. We'll go into more detail later on. Also, I know you guys see I'm using the navigation buttons at the bottom of this phone. You guys do have the option to use these swipe features to go through the operating system. So you do not have to use these. I just kind of like the old school way of doing things, and I use those Navi buttons. But you guys can go ahead and choose what you want. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and test out our speakers right here. We're on max volume as well. and we're going to see how these sound. Alright guys, so as far as these speakers go right here, there is a tiny bit of tin, so these aren't the greatest speakers in the world, but there is some good clarity in these. So I think the stereo speakers for $400 sound decent. It's not going to be like a flagship device or anything like that. It's not going to be the newest iPhone 16 or S25, but these are definitely good enough to get by, especially for the person that's using a mid-range phone. So I feel like these are passable, and not anything crazy, but definitely passable. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and test out the quality of this display. Of course, as you guys know, we have an AMOLED display, 120 Hertz HDR. We can go up to 2160p right here at 60 frames per second. So let's go ahead and do that and see how this looks. Alright guys, so we have great clarity on here, we have great colors on here, so amazing AMOLED screen on here. And another thing I want to note is that this display is really good as far as the bezels go. So we have some pretty slim bezels on here overall. Very, very passable. I feel like these are slimmer than last year's as well. So very nice looking Moto G Stylus 2025 edition right here. I feel like Motorola really brought out all the stops with this device, and they really put together something worth taking a look at. Especially in 2025, there's not tons of competition when it comes to the United States market. So Motorola is kind of taking over. As you guys know, in the past, we had the LG Stylo and stuff like that. So Motorola has successfully, I believe, taken over that spot of mid-range and budget phone offerings that are not the Samsung Galaxy A series or anything like that. So overall, I feel like this device has some very, very great specifications for the price tag. We have a decent upgrade policy or update policy, 2 major OS updates, but we have the latest Android 15 out of the box. We have a great looking display. We have some decent speakers. So far, we have some decent performance, and it looks like we're going to have some decent gaming performance on that later on. So stay tuned for that. Cameras look okay so far. We're going to go deeper into that. And of course, we have that stylus inside of here that is kind of just like the wild card. I know a lot of people don't use these anymore, but for the people who do, this is probably the cheapest stylus wielding device with the most updated specifications in 2025. So at this moment, I feel like the Moto G Stylus 2025 is a force to be reckoned with, just because there's a lack of stylus wielding devices in the market right now. And I think the Moto G Stylus 2024 edition is great. Don't get me wrong. I don't think you need to upgrade from that. I know a lot of people are going to want to after this video. But yeah, this is a great looking device so far, and I'm excited to get into this more later on. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. This was the Moto G Stylus 2025 unboxing and first impressions. Hopefully you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. Let me know what you think about this device. This has been Stefan from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.